We've got rumors to discuss, and this one concerns one of the highest grossing superhero films of all time, a franchise that has a film in it that has grossed over $1 billion, the highest gross for any solo superhero film, a film that at its helm got the highest grossing record for a black filmmaker of all time, one of the highest grossing movies of all time in the month of February. Of course, we were talking about the Black Panther franchise. Now, why are we talking about this great, incredible franchise? Well, the reason is Damson Idris, a name that has for a long time been rumored to be in talks to play the new King T'Challa, or actually the son of King T'Challa and Nakia, also known as T'Challa II or T'Challa Jr. or Prince Toussaint. But his name has been attached with this character and taken on the mantle of the new Black Panther. And he added further fuel to the fire when recently he was at Vogue World alongside legendary actress, the queen herself, Angela Bassett, who played Queen Ramonda, sporting a black suit that, of course, individuals had to take note of. And now we're going to turn here to an article from Pop Rant, where they say Black Panther 3 is officially in the works, and rumors about who will carry the mantle next have taken the internet by storm. Actor Damson Idris, best known for Snowfall and F1 the movie, is currently the frontrunner to play Marvel's next T'Challa. After appearing alongside Angela Bassett and Denai Guerrera at Vogue World Hollywood, fans were quick to connect the dots, believing it was a subtle hint at his MCU debut.
Now, there's been speculation that you might take over a certain Black Panther role. What can you tell me about it? And if you were offered it, would you say yes?
No, I don't know anything about it.
Smiling a little there. Maybe in the future, we'll circle back to it.
Individuals are super excited at having somebody as talented as Damson taking on the role as either a variant or being, as I said, the son to Saint, all grown up and ready to be the next Black Panther. As we know it now, Black Panther 3 is in development. We know Ryan Coogler is back in the writing director chair. We also know that Denzel Washington let it spill, which is weird because this is a professional actor who's been doing this for a long time and has been really well kept when it comes to keeping secrets. But he let it spill that he's going to be in the next one.
I know that you semi-broke the internet yesterday by mentioning Black Panther 3, which has got everyone
is that right?
excited. Everyone's excited.
I don't even know what it is yet. He just said he was going to write something.
Yeah,
so
the Ryan Coogler effect.
It's all the Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
Ryan talked to me about it. I said, whatever it is, I love you, go do it, and I'll read it. And I guess I didn't ask for permission, but he came to me. And so I called him yesterday. I was like, I'm sorry.
But we know Denzel is going to have some kind of role in the next Black Panther 3. We also have rumors or speculations that T'Challa is going to appear in Avengers Doomsday, which personally, I don't know if anybody even cares about this movie at this point. Like, I don't see the big hype with this particular film. But seeing Damson Idris possibly appear as the adult T'Challa would be badass. On top of that, I look back to Black Panther 1 and what that did culturally, socially, monetarily. Like, it was a juggernaut of a film. This was the most talked about film when it came out. It, like I said, grossed over $1 billion domestically. Individuals flocked to this movie. You had kids of all backgrounds claiming they were from Wakanda and doing the Wakanda salute. This cast was on every magazine, on every TV show. Like, it was bigger than life. And then it was followed up with Black Panther 2, which unfortunately suffered because we lost Chadwick Boseman, who, I mean, outside of playing the hero on screen, was clearly a hero in real life as well. When you had individuals come out and speak highly of him, speak about his character, and then just to hear how he stoically held up his commitments to finishing films without letting anybody know he was sick, and he got the job done. So this is a guy that was clearly a hero off screen, but now somebody has to step into the shoes of fulfilling that role, and rather than directly out and out replace him, they decided to update the script a little bit and then pass the mantle on to Shuri, which I'm going to keep it real. I personally don't think it was a good decision. I think she lacks a little bit of the charm, the charisma, the oomph you need to carry this particular role. I think she's good as Shuri, as the tech genius, the support of Black Panther. But when you give her the role of actually putting on the claws, it just fell a little bit short. I thought that movie was not that good. I think it was good in that it tried to honor the memory of Chadwick Boseman. I like that they incorporated how Chadwick passed away in the character of T'Challa, and it felt very respectful. Some of the storytelling capability, I thought Namor was underutilized. I think the underwater scenes were okay at best. Like, it's a movie that just doesn't stay with you. But I would have wished that Marvel and Coogler would have taken the bigger swing, the bigger risk, and gotten Michael B. Jordan to come back as the next Black Panther. And hear me out, because some individuals like, oh no, that's kind of corny and cheesy. I don't think so, because if you look at the first movie, one of the highlights of that film, one of the most copied hairstyles to this day in video games and literature, like this is now the black person hairstyle, was all started by Michael B. Jordan's character and how he moved. And by the end of the movie, individuals like myself shed actual tears, because although we did not agree with his method, we understood where he was coming from in his mission. He was one of those villains that you identified with deeply and felt like if he had just had a few individuals in the right moments to kind of guide him on the right path, this could have been a good individual. This could have been somebody who was working towards a really greater good type goal. And so when we lost him, it made the movie that much stronger. So imagine now if we were to take that same character back and using the herbs in some way, bring back somebody that is already established, that we know also has a similar charm, a similar pop off the screenness as Michael B. Jordan did with the role of Killmonger. And now we're redeeming him by making him the next Black Panther, right? We know he's got the royal blood as well. And this all kind of aligns the redeeming of this character, right? Like, of course, going into Black Panther 2, he would be still of the mindset of, my goal is to make Wakanda the strongest nation and to wipe out all of our oppressors. And then needing Nakia and the queen and individuals in his court to kind of rein him in and get him on the right path of being the next king and showing what it really means to be king and lead and making those hard decisions. That would have been a way more fascinating story. Now, outside of that, we're going to end by looking at some of the names that had been previously thrown up as the replacement actors, possible replacement actors. Starting at number 10, we got James Idris. We've already spoke about that. I think he is your best choice. Number 9, you got Trevante Rhodes, an actor known for Moonlight. This is an actor that I think would be good in the Wakanda universe, not necessarily as Black Panther. He's got a different type of charm that's a little bit more menacing. So that I think that would be a tricky one. Number 8, we got John David Washington, who is, of course, Denzel Washington's son. I think he's fine or okay as an actor. I think he's still working towards figuring out what it is his strengths are. And the few times that I've seen him, I think he's good, but I don't know if he necessarily has yet the chops to handle a role as nuanced as the King of Wakanda. After that, we got Sope Dirisu at number 7. I don't know who the hell this is. Y'all are going to have to fill me in on this individual. Michael B. Jordan, again, James is my best, second best replacement. Michael B. Jordan, again, as Killmonger, going back on the redeeming path. This would have been the absolute most creative, most fun choice. I'm so mad that they did not take this damn route. And then we've got number 5, Aldous Hodge, another phenomenal actor, a dude who's killing it right now in the Cross series. If you're not watching it, you should. It's on Amazon Prime. I think he would be interesting as Black Panther. I think there is a similar energy, aura to him as Chadwick. Again, maybe a little bit more assertive than Chadwick's was. I think he would do a good job, but I also think he would make more of a, if there's more supporting characters in Wakanda, I think he'd be a better kind of role in that. I think seeing him as like a confidant of the king would be really great. Maybe a mentor to James Idris' character would be more fascinating. John Boyega, I'm going to say this is a bad choice. This is just, let's find every black actor that has a name that has fame to him and throw him in there hat. I don't think he screams King T'Challa at all. I think, again, this is an individual that I think would take on a role more similar to Daniel Kaluuya. Aaron Pierre, he's got a little something to him. He does have the charm. He does have the charisma. This would be like putting James Bond into Black Panther's mantle, but I wouldn't be mad at this. This would be like my fourth choice. You would want to see him. Who the hell is this? Jovan Adepo. Okay, again, we're gonna have to read more on this guy because I don't know who this is. And then Caleb McLaughlin at number 1, which is a very interesting choice. This is also an individual that we see brought up when it comes time to talk about who's going to play the next Miles Morales. I think you're just looking for a young black star. He's one of the few that we have that, again, has some fame behind him. No. Just no. I think he's lacking a lot of that signature natural charm that this character possesses. And again, I like this individual in the few things that I've seen him in, but I think that he would be better as like a best friend of Toussaint. Like they grew up together rather than actually having the role of Black Panther. But those are just my 2 thoughts. You know who else would have been good to put on this list though? RJ Cyler. I think RJ Cyler has something. I'm not necessarily sure if it's the king, but there's something there that you'd want to bring him in to read for. If you don't know who R.J. Cyler is, all you gotta do is watch the Power Rangers movies or the Book of Clarence. He was also really good in that. So that was it. Let me know your thoughts. Are you happy to see Damson Idris hint at the fact or play coy with the fact that he might be the next Black Panther? Would you run to the theaters to see this individual take on the mantle? Is there somebody else that you think would be better kept at the role? Also, let me know what you think about that Michael B. Jordan idea. I was your host, GLW. I will holler at you all later.